I'm back. But this time I'm talking about something I'm truly passionate about, which is Women in Nuclear Australia. And spoiler alert, all of you in this room are eligible to join. You don't have to be a woman to join. So keep that in mind. So before I start, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of all the lands where all our WiN Australian members live and recognise their elders past, present and emerging. So WiN Australia is actually a chapter of the broader Women in Nuclear Global organisation, which was founded in 1992 and really centred upon a European vision that allowed for women to talk professionally about nuclear science and technology to other women to make sure that they understood what the risks and opportunities were for nuclear science. So WiN Global currently has about 35,000 members and is quite a strong and powerful network in the nuclear science and tech stream. The vision is about being able to share and collaborate together, but more importantly, being a voice that is technically respected as part of the nuclear sector. And the last few years has really been pushing nuclear energy as a sustainable resource and solution to climate change. So our vision in WiN Australia is really about promoting diversity in the nuclear sector and advocating for all minorities as part of informing the nuclear debate. We do this through a three-part mission. So firstly, it's really supporting women in the industry, allowing opportunities for networking and mentoring so that women can develop careers, have all the highs and lows of life, and then still be successful at the other end. The second part is for us to amplify voices that are not normally heard in the nuclear debate. So with the inquiries in Parliament, we've provided opportunities for female experts to provide that voice to the nuclear debate and show a side that is interested and has a say in this part. And the final one is to contribute to public education on the peaceful uses of nuclear technologies. And in a couple of slides, I'll talk through some of the examples on how we do that. We have 4 real key priorities for the next 12 to 24 months, which is supporting women in the nuclear industry. That's really at the core of what we do. Amplifying diverse voices, contributing to the public education and debate. But lastly, it's also encouraging diversity in the nuclear sector. So we work quite closely with a whole heap of Australian nuclear organisations to make sure that they are looking at diversity when they're looking at their workforce. How we've been doing this, so our public events. COVID helped us really develop our webinar series, which allowed for a lot of researchers and experts to be able to share their knowledge widely with our WiN membership. Last year for Nuclear Science Week, we had a STEM Storytime social media campaign, which was really focused on really young kids and getting them interested in talking about science through reading them stories. All of these are accessible on our YouTube channel. Presentations, we do support a lot of our members to present at lots of different conferences on their field of expertise. When it comes to nuclear engagement, we put submissions into Parliament for federal, New South Wales and Victorian inquiries, but last year also supported WiN Global's position paper for COP26, which was really talking about nuclear being part of a zero emissions solution. And as part of that, WiN Global has now been invited to be a member of COP27, which will allow us to keep promoting nuclear as a part of the climate change solution. And then finally, there's a lot of WiN representation spread across lots of boards at the WiN Global level and then across some Australian committees and organisations. Second last slide, we can't do this without a whole heap of supporters. We are a volunteer organisation. You don't have to pay to become a member of WiN Australia, so we really rely on our sponsors and supporters to be able to do the things we do. So ANSTO, Cyclotech, Gamma Gurus, GMS Australia and Radtronics are our sponsors, and then we're also heavily linked in with AINSI, the ANA and AusYGN to help broaden our network. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to all those organisations. Finally, this is how you contact us and join up. Jump on our website, it's free. You get invited to lots of cool things. Our social media, I think, is pretty engaging, but I'm heavily biased, so you might scroll past. But feel free to sign up. And if you have any questions about WiN Australia, happy to answer them now.